Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for returning back to the channel. It's yours truly, Clever. And I'm here with Clever Convos. So as you see, what a time to be alive. I'm out here repping Team USA right now. And I want to talk to you specifically about running, specifically about staying in your lane. Staying in your lane, running your race. So I used the analogy, I'm here on the track and field. What perfect time to discuss this as, Team USA is competing in the Olympics across the world. We have some of the greatest athletes, some of the fastest times, some world records and PRs will be set and done this go round. But outside of all that, I want to just speak to you specifically, encourage you the importance of staying in your lane, running your race. So as it pertains to all this, typically, we get consumed with everyday life. We get consumed with what our neighbor is doing, what others are doing, especially in this day and time. We got social media, people going crazy, losing their minds, trying to keep up with the Jones. And I want to just speak to you and let you know that, keeping up, following suit with everybody, what they have going on, will be a very detriment to your success and cause a lot of hardships in your life. So as you're learning and you continue to run your race, stay in your lane, before all that, you need to kind of brainstorm and figure out how to, per se, stick into a lane. First, before all that, figure out what is your race. What's the race you're trying to run? At the end of the day, no matter what it is, we all are running a race. We are trying to gain and obtain something in life. Whether it's a new home, a new job, you want to, you see the boy, nah. But if you want a better physique, more money, we're all running a race. We want to improve our health. We're all running a race. We're all trying to get to somewhere. We're trying to get, excuse my my lingo is tongue-tied, but we're all trying to go somewhere, plain and simple. So figuring out what a race you want to run. And what I mean by that, let's say, you're in the job field and you see everybody in this day and time is doing content creation, which is cool. I've been doing it for years inconsistently, but it's trendy now because you see all these the Instagram hype and social media hype. Everybody's making millions of dollars, and teenagers are blowing up. So people are hopping in that lane. Or you remember during the pandemic with the whole trucking industry, everybody wanted to hop on the trucking industry. Or it's so many variables. You kind of get to the point. Whatever is popping, whatever is trendy, we typically want to follow suit because they seem to be getting a lot of success in it, or a lot of money, a lot of attention. All these things that naturally most of us desire to a degree. We get easily influenced into making a move or a decision that may not be best for us. So when I say pick your race, find out your niche, the area that you want to explore. And oftentimes we don't know because maybe we haven't had that level of exposure, or we're just really unsure where our skill sets, our talent lies, so we just want to follow suit. So the best things we can start doing to improve our overall growth and learning to stay the course, literally running in our race, is finding a race that we naturally want to run, an industry, if you're dating, maybe a race in general, a type of female that you want to acquire, like maybe the presentation, your appearance, what type of look do you want to do? I remember back in the days, this is telling my age, the early 2000s, everybody was rocking the Iversons, the cornrows. I was one myself. We all had the real thin spaghetti chin strap. And, we was, often influenced by the culture, hip hop, everything. And so we went with that trend, the baggy white tees, like 3, 4, 5X white tees. And we was out here like, yep, in a white tee, yep, in a white tee. If you know, you know. Anyways, what I was saying is, outside of all that, we was following what we deemed to be success or what everybody else was doing. Now, you got the full beards, or you just got the, the bald face look. Whatever it is, just figure out what it is you want to do and do it because, it resonates with you and not so much what other people are doing or because this is trendy or this type of model or girl like this, so I'm going to try to look like that, so hopefully I can get that. No, run your race, pick your race. And also, when it comes to picking your race is the second part about that is staying in your lane. So when I mean staying in your lane, so for example, you see me, I'm a little bit in both lanes, right? So I'm jogging, I'm running. Where am I at? Am I left? I'm right. I'm in 2 lanes. So I'm trying to essentially do 2 things at the same time, which is going to cause a conflict. But if I, kind of stay over in the left and I'm running, I'm jogging, I got my own stride, my own pace, I'm in my lane, that's when I see more results and more success because I'm sticking to the motion. I'm staying truly in my lane where I'm trying to grow and where I'm trying to build. So continue to, define yourself, pick your race, and stay in your lane. And to also elaborate more on staying in your lane, when you're in your own lane, it's kind of like those who I'm from the 7-5 and we got a lot of tunnels. Like when you're in a tunnel, you're driving through those tunnels, it's just tunnel vision, literally. That's where it comes from. It's just straight. You're not really veering off, looking to the left or looking behind you. You're just trying to get through the tunnel so you have tunnel vision straight ahead and you're focused on ultimately getting through this tunnel, just getting to your destination on the other side. So when you're in your lane, you ultimately have to keep the same mindset and mind frame by staying in your lane. Trying not to get swayed and distracted and easily influenced. Distractions are going to be a key detriment and ultimately cause you to miss out on so many opportunities and not reach your full potential. Trust me, I'm one of them because we get caught up in the hype and, what our friends and our peers doing and we get distracted. So here we are, we run in the race and, they veer over here. Hey, it's a party or something happening over here. So we listen, we hear the music and we veer off into another lane. Because we weren't focused and staying the course in our own lane. So continue to stay in your lane. Try to remove as many as distractions. Like when you're doing whatever it is that you're pursuing and doing, try to lock in. Even if you take small, short increments of focus time, and that's something that I've been really working on myself is like maybe taking a 15-minute increments of 15 to 30 minutes and you lock in. You turn your phone on silent or off, put it away. You find an area, and for me, for the most part, I'm working at a crib, I'm remote, so even within my house, with wife, kids, neighbors, and lawn care, yard work, things going on, it's a lot of distractions that I hear. It's kind of hard for me to zone in and tap in. So I'll take it upon myself to change my environment. That's another key. That's some food for thought. Change your environment. So I'll go to maybe a library or a hoteling spot or somewhere where I can get a level of peace and tranquility so I can really lock in. So when you're running your course and staying in your lane, find ways to lock in. Some of the best world-class runners and athletes, they are focused. They're in their lane. Yes, there's going to be distractions and competition to the left and the right of you, but you have to stay locked in, run your course. Just because someone is picking up some esteem and running a bit faster, hey, That's fine. That's fine. Run your race. Strategize, because it may not be time for you to, put on the jets, put on the speed just yet. You still got a whole lap. You're running the 400, which 400 and 800, one of the hardest races in tracks. If you know, you know. But any type of sprint, you running your race, you don't initially get out the blocks or just get out as hard and fast as you can initially. You kind of run into it, you get into a rhythm, a groove, and then you pick up more momentum. So if the rabbit or the lead person is ahead, you kind of use them as a gauge, a tracking point to pace yourself. So you pace yourself behind them as they're making moves and strides, and then you find your flow, your strides, ultimately running your race, not getting swayed. Just like let's take it to basketball. Luka Doncic, may be saying his name incorrectly. Type his name in the comments so I can properly learn how to pronounce his name. But anyways, Luka, he's not the fastest guy. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have the greatest shot, but for the most part, you look at him, he plays his game. He lets the game come to him. Everybody's moving fast and stuff. He's like, no, I got it. I'm gonna slow it up. He's slow it up with it. He's slow. He don't got all these handles like your boy used to have, but he's slow. He pull up. He's dribbling. He's letting the game come from him. He waits for the screen. This is his game. I don't need to rush because the defense is clamoring. He wait for the screen. Then he may, roll off. And then as you see, oftentimes what he does is, he may get you to jump because it's slow. It's unexpected, a little unorthodox a little bit, and then step into a shot, blouses, buckets, basket. But he plays his game. He knows his race. He stays in his lane, and he's focused. He's not easily swayed by the competition, by the distraction, and that's what the message is here. I'm trying to get to you to understand. Run your race, stay the course, stay in your lane, and you'll get to the finish line, the goal, whatever you set out to do. And so another thing is, as far as picking your race, staying in your lane, you have to do some training, some prep work. And let's say we can take it to careers, fitness, anything in life. You need to kind of research the race, the industry, the market of what it is that you're trying to do, and prep and train. So whatever race you're running, let's say you want to be in the automotive industry. You can stay in that lane. Maybe there's something pulling, of interest, but it'll behoove you to kind of prep, do the homework, do the training prior to jumping into that race, if that makes sense. So, networking, finding people that's already in the industry. That's ultimately the prepping, the training, finding people that's already in the industry. Going to, different meetups, checking different forums, blogs, just networking, buying books, buying courses, just getting yourself familiar with the race, the industry, the space that you're trying to get into. So that's the preliminary work. Let's say we're talking, athletics or anything. You need to do your prepping. You need to stretch, warm yourself up. That's ultimately what it is in your race. You need to warm up, get your body a little, get your heart rate up, get it pumped, get your body a little more accustomed to, the rigorous work that you'll ultimately be involved in. Anything worth having is worth working for. So as sweet and autopilot as you may see some of these people online or just people in general, they all had to go through some type of rigor, some type of hardship, some type of struggle for them to finally, quote unquote, coast or have the easier life. And maybe they took some steps that weren't as difficult, but there definitely were times in their life where there was adversity and difficulty that they had to weather the storms and maneuver. So the prep, the preliminary, the warm-up is stretching, getting your body, ready for the task at hand. You're trying to get into, I don't know, IT, cyber or so. You're taking some boot camp courses. You're prepping for a certification. You're warming yourself up. You're getting that muscle memory working, activated. Like me. Just knocked out some push-ups. I challenged myself, before, this video and warming up, just to get my body pumped up. I said, let me see how many I can do. So as you see right here, I knocked out 70. And I'll let you count, and no fluff, just straight 70, going through the motion, keeping my back, my body straight, just pumping them out. And then at the end, where I'm real fatigued, and my form is off, I'm struggling, that's really ultimately where the work truly begins, right when it gets real hard and difficult. It's easy to run a race when things is light, you feeling good, but the true work becomes towards the end of the race when a phrase we use in track is when the monkey's on your back. It's extra weight that's weighing you down. I'm pushing up. It's hard for me to kind of break through the barrier. I want to quit. I want to fall flat, but I kind of plank in my mind, reset, and everything I got, to failure, give it the last couple. My goal, my finish line, my race was to, can I get to 70? And it's okay. Sometimes when you're running your race and you don't get first, second, third, just finish strong. So if I hit 64 push-ups, okay. I didn't quite hit my number in mind, but let me take a little breather, reset, and I got, 6 more to do so I can hit that number. So whatever you do, man, don't start some, see the finish line, and dare not to cross it. Run your race, stay your course, and you'll get there. So if this message, resonated with you, you was able to find some encouragement, some enlightenment with it. Once again, like, comment, let me know which race you're running. Do you drift in different lanes, as we all do at different courses? Are you currently in someone else's lane and you're trying to run the course and you're falling off? It reminds me also, before I close out, my son. Little mini me, little Aaron Turner, little my son, Clever Jr. His name is Hunter, by the way. I gave him a bunch of nicknames that, he don't care for. But anyways, he's running track. This is his first season running, right? And what I'm trying to convey and teach him is stay the course, stay in your lane. And it's easy, especially at that age, but it's applicable to all ages and seasons and phases in our lives where we look to the side of us and see somebody else either gaining momentum, and we get a level of nervousness, maybe fear, anxiety creeps up, and we overexert and we don't run our race. Now we start pumping our arms extra hard, or setting up a level of conflict and running in their lane, and we causing collisions and so forth. So, as you see, I was showing and teaching my son, continue to convey to him, hey, stay in your lane, not only in track, but in life. Run your race. It's okay. Just stay the course, run your race, stay in your lane, and you'll get there. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Till next time, we're going to continue to have these clever convos. It's yours truly, 6 letters. There's none better. And I'm out.